Hey there, Galilee friends and family. It's Joan here for another Friday prayer focus. Last week, as you know, we just finished up VBS, and the theme was Joseph during his time in Egypt, which was really cool for me because Gordon and I were there a couple years ago. So I brought a couple of my Egypt stuff and showed it to the kids. That was fun. I wanted to record this on the stage in front of all the decorations and such, but it just didn't work out. So we'll have to make do here with these copper pots here are from Damascus, Syria. So that's kind of, generally speaking, it's in the same area of the world as Egypt. But okay, that's stretching it a little bit. All right, well, each day the kids got a coin from me or a teacher of theirs. I was in the snack area, and each coin had a different animal on the front, and it sort of went with the theme. So the first day, these are called memory makers. The first day was when the lesson was about Joseph interpreting dreams, and the theme was God gives us hope. And the eagle was chosen because sometimes when we're filled with hope, we feel like we can fly like an eagle. And so when the group leader or I gave this to the child, we would say the child's name. I'll use Laura. She was my helper. Say, Laura, God gives you a future and a hope. And then the next day was the story about where Pharaoh puts Joseph in charge. And the theme is God gives us special abilities. Now, this one is a cobra. And God gives the cobra that hood when it gets threatened. It brings up that hood for protection. So that's the special ability that God gives cobra. And when we gave this coin to the kids, we said, Laura, God has given you special abilities. And then the next day was a cat. And the story was Joseph leads Egypt through the famine. And the theme was about wisdom. God gives us wisdom. And I'm told that cats are wise. I don't know. Okay, we'll just go with it. I just rolled with it. So that's what I'm told. So we handed this to the child and said, Laura, if you need wisdom, ask God. Right out of the Bible. All right, then Thursday, the story was about Joseph forgives his brother. And this one is a hippo. And it's God gives us forgiveness, and we all need it. So the hippos, you know how they wallow in mud, and then they're covered in mud and they're dirty, and it sticks to them, and it needs to be cleaned off. Well, God, Jesus cleans us through baptism and through our repentance and things like that. So we would say, Laura, God gives you the free gift of forgiveness through Jesus. All right. And then Friday, we have the story where Joseph settles his family in Egypt. And that is a beetle. And the theme was God gives us family. Now, they say that these legs look like fingers that reach out and will link to each other. There's your family. And so we would give this to the child and say, Laura, you are a child of God. So they each got 5. And we also talked about God sightings. Just I think every day we covered that. At first, it was a little hard for the kids to understand what a God sighting was. It's not like they were expecting someone who couldn't walk to stand up and walk, although that would be totally cool. But we talked about, I would just say, did you see a tree today? Well, only God can make a tree. Did you see a baby this week? Only God can make a baby. And I showed him a picture of a double rainbow that I had, God's special promise to us. So they started getting the hang of it. And one of my favorite ones that a child told was, she said at the beginning of this week, she realized this other little girl didn't know anybody there. So she asked this other little girl, would you like to be my friend for VBS? And so they made friends. I thought, wow, that's a great little God sighting right there, getting those two linked up. And so now they're friends. So pray with me for these children. Pray that the kids would actually look at these coins on occasion and remember the lesson, and then put it to use. Put that lesson to use. Ask God for wisdom. Forgive each other. Pray that they would see God for these God sightings all around them, that they would get really good at that. Say, I see God at work there. And that they would share those sightings with others and pray that they would just talk to God regularly. Such an important part of a Christian life is praying and talking to God. So please pray that for the kids. Pray for rest and restoration for the volunteers, me included. It was fun. It's a busy week, and I'm really thankful for my helper Laura, and all of the group leaders and the two snack ladies. Joanne and Eileen were great too. So pray for them. And thank you so much for listening. I love you guys, and it's nap time. So I'll see you next time I see you.